Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to share the Libra new moon dream and moon mantra as well as dream oracle message that goes along with this new lunar cycle that we are going to be stepping into. So for those who don't know, every time we have a new lunar cycle, which the beginning is marked by the new moon and it ends on the following new moon, it usually lasts about a month, about 29 days. And I always go into the dream world and ask Spirit what cosmic energy they would like us to tune into, connect in with, and reflect in on during this time. So I wanted to share a little bit of the dreams, the messages, some reflective questions, and the mantra that you can use. My dreams last night were interesting, and there was definitely a theme with all of them, and that was really about there's this energy of reorganizing and growing as we are shifting and evolving, and this growing of like we need more space, like the space that we're in can no longer contain the energy that we're stepping into. So, and this is relating to the reorganization. And a big thing that came through with the reorganization was like neural pathways. So it's really taking the time to look at beliefs, patterns, and more specifically habits, those like neural pathways of habits and how we are unconsciously navigating our world, our day-to-day life through habits that I don't want to say like bad habits, but maybe unsupportive habits. Maybe they were supportive at one point in our life, but now as we are shifting and evolving and growing, there's an opportunity to reflect on those habits and become more mindful of what habits we have in our life, and just reflecting on if those are supportive or if it's time to release those habits and create newer, healthier, more supportive habits, and just habits that reflect who you are today and who you are stepping into. There was, a really big energetic emphasis on that. And there's also, this energy of like outgrowing, and it feels very collective too. It was interesting in my dream, there was like all this reorganizing of this grocery store that was like in disarray. And it was interesting because there was many people in the grocery store and we were all reorganizing it together. So there was very much, this is like something that you can reflect in your personal life, but it also reflects into collectively the energies of what are happening and the shifting. So that was actually really beautiful to see this kind of collective teamwork of reorganizing. And then there was also part of another dream where it was about, and it sounds so funny, but it was really cute in the dream. There was all these little pouches and these little like people/creatures that were in these pouches, and there was a bunch of us going around and opening up these little pouches because we knew that these creatures inside were like growing and getting squished and needed more space and needed to be like released, and they needed more space to grow. And so again, this is something about looking within, like where have you outgrown your space or your beliefs or your habits? Where are you wanting to grow into, and how can you create more space for yourself to do that? Maybe that's also more kindness and compassion for yourself to grow and embody this newer, fuller version of yourself. There was also some messages in the dream around if you want to do some cord cutting. Maybe you want to do some energetic support with cord cutting. I wanted to offer that as well. And I've got some reflective questions that I wrote down that I'll share with you. I will put them in the comments so you can write them down and use them to meditate on, to journal on, reflect on, just kind of throughout this whole next lunar cycle that we are stepping into. So the first question is, where am I operating unconsciously out of habit? Do these habits serve me in a positive way, or do they need to be replaced by healthier and more supportive habits? Another reflective question is, what have I outgrown? Therefore, what within me is calling for more space to grow? And how can I give myself the space to grow? And like I said, you can reflect on these as an individual and how they relate to your own personal life, as well as you can take a step back and see them as like a witnessing of what is going on collectively. And I know that it's not like we can necessarily solve all the things that we see wrong or out of alignment in the world, but what you can do is just hold the vision of what it is that you want to see or create in the world, and that will be helpful in shifting into, as we step into the next evolution of where collectively we are heading. So the mantra that you can write down, again, I'll put this below, is, as I step into a new way of being, I easily release old habits and beliefs that no longer serve me. So again, as I step into a new way of being, I easily release old habits and beliefs that no longer serve me. So this mantra, write this down, and you can put it on your bedside table, put it on a Post-it note and stick it on your mirror so you can see it when you're getting ready in the morning. Scribble it in your journal, have it on your screensaver, however you feel called to work with it, but just kind of have it present. You can even put it under your pillow. That's a great way to work with mantras and intentions through the dream space, and just be present to it when you're falling asleep. You can repeat it in your mind before you go to bed, before you go to sleep, or when you're brushing your teeth and getting ready, however you feel called to use it, and use it for as long as you feel called to. So whether that's, this whole lunar cycle and beyond, or if you just feel like working with it while the new moon energies are strong, it's totally up to you. Always listen and follow your intuition and do what feels most supportive for you. So let me know if you have any questions. You can put them in the comments below or send me a DM. I hope that you find this Dream Oracle message and the Moon and Dream Mantra helpful for you. And yeah, wishing you a beautiful, beautiful lunar cycle with these new energies.